Good day everybody, this is DVD and Film Bloke here. I've went to HMV today and I'm going to do a quick DVD update. I'm not one of those people who buys a million of them and then parades them in front of the camera, although I'm going to parade them in front of the camera. I've only got 3 and they're all Doctor Who ones. Yes, let's get started. I haven't seen these stories yet, but I can't wait to. So let's get started. First one I've got is Terror of the Zygons with Tom Baker. I haven't watched this one yet, but it's supposed to be a cracking story. It's the first time we see the Zygons, who made a quite naff appearance in the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. But I think before the 50th anniversary they were one-off villains, because they only made their appearance in this story and no other stories afterwards. So this one took a bloody long time to get out. It was first released on VHS in 1988 and then in 1999, and they didn't put it on DVD until at least 2013, yes, when they had the complete set, but I don't know why they took this long to put it out, because it's not like most hated story or something. But yeah, it's the front of BBC Doctor Who with the flames rising above the Zygon's head behind there. So the Zygons, Tom Baker, a Zygon, the Loch Ness Monster. It's a 2-disc set in green banner. It says the Tom Baker years 1974 to 1981. Here's the spine, picture of Tom Baker again. So the Zygons, orange spine, nothing too special, PG, BBC. Here's the back with some pictures from the story. Terror of the Zygons by Rob Banks Stewart. I'm not going to bother reading the description. When I actually do get around to reviewing this, I will read the description. Got quite a few special features. The director's cut, an option to watch the director's cut, including a scene deleted before transmission. Commentary producer Philip Hinchcliffe, writer Robert Banks Stewart. Production unit manager George Gallagher, makeup designer Sylvia James, and special sound designers Dick Mills, moderated by Mark Innes. Scotch Mist in Sussex cast and crew look back on making the story, remembering Douglas Camfield, The Unit Family Part 3, Doctor Who Stories, Tom Baker, Doctor Who Stories, Elizabeth Sladen, South Today, The Merry-Go-Round, The Fuel Fishers, Isolated Music, Photo Gallery, Easter Eggs, Coming Soon trailer, Radio Time listing, Program subtitles, Production Information subtitles, optional Dolby Digital 5.1 soundtrack, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality. So it runs for about 96 minutes and was originally broadcast on BBC One between the 30th of August and the 20th of September 1975. Sorry. Here's the inside with the little booklet we often get, picture of a Zygon, about this chapters, and there's things about the special features. There is quite a few. There's not that many special features, so I was kind of expecting more, considering the fact that it took me a bloody long time to put this one out. And there wasn't any excuse either, because it wasn't like any missing episodes, because it's all still there. But yeah, there's the first disc, and there's the second disc. The next one I've got is a Peter Davison one, which is Earthshock, the shock of the Sandmen return, even though they made the front cover. This picture of Adric, Doctor Who, Earthshock. This picture of the Earth, Sandman. BBC. I believe this one went out of print in America, but don't quote me on that. For some reason, none of them have gone out of print here, even though the BBC streaming service is only accessible here, and none of them have gone out of print here. Surely it would make a bit more sense for them to go out of print here rather than America. But, you know, the BBC don't like America, per se, after I've learnt about that. Yeah. PG DVD video. The Blue Bar, Peter Davison years, 1982 to 1984. DVD video, Doctor Who, Earthshock, just a plain cover. BBC, this is a fairly early BBC release, so it's got so it doesn't have the To Entertain logo on it. On the back there's pictures from the story. Earthshock starring Peter Davison, written by Eric Stewart. This is special features, which are commentary by Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton and Matthew Waterhouse. Putting the Shock into Earthshock, a brand new documentary exclusive to this DVD, charting the development and creation of this story and the unique effects it had on viewers. CGI effects and option to view the story of new created state-of-the-art special effects. Location film sequences presented full containing shots and dialogue cut from the finished show. Did you see? A 1982 edition of BBC Two review programme taking a look back at some of the Doctor's most memorable monsters. Music-only option allows viewers to listen to Malcolm Clark's specially composed score on an isolated music track, production subtitles, photo gallery, and digitally remastered picture and sound. This one was produced by John Nathan Turner, directed by Peter Greenwich, incidental music by Malcolm Clark, and originally broadcast on BBC One between the 8th and the 16th of March 1982. Runs for 97 minutes and infrequent, mild fantasy violence. This one, by the way, says on it, contains mild language, violence and threat. The inside we've got the booklet with the commentaries, special features and everything, the chapter selection. And there's the disc, which I do need to blur my face out on. Yeah, I think that'll be a better good image. And then the final one is the only Sylvester McCoy one I've got at the moment, and that is Remembrance of the Daleks. It's supposed to be a really good story. Again, you know, this is the first one where the Daleks can somehow, when the Daleks had the ability to actually hover, and therefore as a result they climb up the stairs after the Doctor in the cliffhanger of episode 1. Here's BBC DVD, Doctor Who Remembrance of the Daleks, special edition. There's the image of the Sylvester McCoy and the Supreme Dalek, regular Dalek I think, and Special Weapons Dalek. This is a 2-disc set. The Sylvester McCoy years, 1987 to 1989, PG, on the spine, DVD, Doctor Who, Resurrection of the Daleks, To Entertain. Let me just describe that for just a sec. When I was trying to get this out of the shrink wrap, I was, you know, if I like bite on it and I was trying to get the shrink wrap out, and unfortunately I didn't end up catching that slightly, so as a result the top of the you know, the plastic bit's a bit damaged, but you know, not too bad. Remembrance of the Daleks, Sylvester McCoy, special edition by Ben Aranovic, And so here's the special features commentary by Sylvester McCoy, the Doctor, and Sophie Alfred Ace. Back to school, the cast and few talk about the making of the story, accompanied by rare behind the scenes material featuring Susan Williams, Grandma, Clare and Gredhill, Alison, writer Ben Aranovic, script editor Andrew Cartmel, and director, where was I up to? Director Andrew Morgan. Remembrance. The cast and crew discuss the influence that and references to other Doctor Who adventures in the story. Davros connections an in-depth look at the history of the Daleks creator. 5.1 mix, a new Dolby 5.1 mix specially produced for this DVD. Extended and deleted scenes, usual scenes introduced by Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred. Outtakes, bloopers, and graphs from the story. Multi-angle sequences, view two key scenes for a choice of angles. Trailers and community. Isolated music track, photo gallery, radio times billing, production subtitles, and digitally remastered sound and picture quality. So this story runs for 97 minutes, and was originally broadcast between the 5th and 26th of October 1988. The inside of the two discs, there's the image of the Daleks, and on the second disc is an image of Davros, which is actually used on the complete Davros collection box set, which is a limited edition, and I don't think I'll ever get, because I've got 3 of his stories now, which are Genesis of the Daleks, Resurrection of the Daleks, and now Remembrance of the Daleks. The only ones I need to get are Destiny of the Daleks and Revelation of the Daleks. So here's a little booklet with all this stuff on there. Yeah. May you rest in peace, BBC Shop, and all your grade A merchandise. Instead, we got the shitty BBC Store download bullshit. Put in the comments what is your opinion on are you for the BBC dropping all their their physical media and their merchandise in favour of just downloads, or do you want the BBC Shop to come back, or change them, or just have the BBC Store have the option to give you a physical copy? Because I would be both ends of the pond. I'd have options for downloads of their shows, and also an option for a store where you can buy a physical copy of your program or merchandise. But apparently the BBC haven't embraced that yet. And so, yes, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.